Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article from the Daily Mail surrounded by shit tons of advertising. I apologize on that. Yeah. But anyway, so this is written by a dailymail.com reporter. It's not even named on who the reporter is here. It was published on September 11th and it was edited again or updated the same day. Revealed, at least 15 phones belonging to Robert Mueller's team, including FBI lover Lisa Page's, were wiped before being handed over to DOJ to be checked for anti-Trump bias. Oh, how convenient. And they come up with some of the stupidest excuses. They wipe their phones because they know they're guilty as shit, and they don't think people are going to, like, not realize this with their stupid ass excuses. It's friggin' hilarious. Let's look at this here by the dailymail.com reporter. Documents released after lawsuit from conservative watchdog group Judicial Watch reveal phones from Mueller's team were wiped during probe. They were wiped of information because of forgotten passcodes, irreversible screen damage, loss of the device, intentional deletion, or other reasons. Oh yeah, they lost their device. Sure they did. Or screen damage. How the hell do you lose the contents of your phone from irreversible screen damage? They hook your phone up and can retrieve the shit. If it's an expensive phone, you get the screen replaced. I don't buy any of this. Forgotten passcodes. Oh yeah, well, if you've got that enabled, was it Apple? You put it in so many times, I think. You can still recover the data. The U.S. government's been able to recover the data. They can do it. This is what's funny, is they destroy evidence. I'm sorry. That's what they did. They tampered with evidence. Minimum. Tampered, we'll say, if you want to get more correct about it. That's a criminal offense in itself. Why aren't they all being charged for it? If they did it innocently, they can easily prove that in a court of law. But we all know when 15 fucking people involved in a frigging soft coup erase their phones, it has nothing to do with the excuses they're giving. Andrew Weissman, Mueller's deputy, accidentally wiped his phone on 2 occasions after entering in the wrong passcode. Okay, well here's the thing. They keep saying that, but you know what's funny? That means he's got an iPhone. What does Apple have? That's one of their selling points with your iPhones and your iPads. Oh, that's right. iCloud, where all your shit gets sent to. So like when you reset your phone or something happens or you get a new phone, oh my God, there's all your shit instantly put back on the phone, or well, relatively instantly. All your messaging, whether it's, your text messages or like the Apple specific messaging, like Google with Android has one now that allows you to do the emojis and shit like that are different than, say, with like regular texting. All of that shit gets put back on your phone because of iCloud. And that's what he has, an iPhone. How convenient. A phone belonging to FBI lawyer Lisa Page was restored to factory settings. Oh, how convenient. I'm sure it was right after the shit hit the fucking fan. And she went, oh, fuck me. But it doesn't matter. They have the ability to forensically recover data from these phones. The OIG opened the investigation into possible bias in the origins of the Russia investigation, determining that the FBI did comply with policies. Ha 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 ha! Well, yes, that was some fucking sham investigation to fucking make it look like the perpetrators of a soft coup weren't the perpetrators of a soft coup. More than 15 phones belonging to the investigative team of then Special Counsel Robert Mueller were wiped before they were handed over to the Office of Inspector General to be examined for proof of potential bias. Well, how convenient. We're all just supposed to believe, oh, just an accident. Yeah, I didn't mean to wipe my phone. Oh, I didn't mean to have my screen break and then just say, oh, I got to go get a new phone, which Android does the same thing. Your text messaging and all that shit can be retrieved. So I love this. Why not go and look at their cloud accounts associated with those phones or with their friggin' their cellular providers' accounts? okay, that they have with that. Why not do that? I'm sure you're not going to find any potential Trump bias. Oh, no. Did they have a chance to, or be smart enough to delete those things there? Because they went out and got another phone, and they're not going to deal with the fact of having to start from fucking scratch. So all that shit is on their next phone. You know it. They didn't delete that shit permanently. They're too stupid. Oh, well, this text thread, and it could have incriminating shit in it. Mueller and his team were investigated by the Department of Justice for alleged bias in its pursuit of any proof that Trump or his administration colluded with Russia. The investigation concluded that there was no bias, but as part of it, Mueller's team was told to hand over the cell phones. Many have been wiped of their data. Oh, okay, so you got to love this. Oh, well, there's no bias. Oh, they didn't do anything wrong. There's no bias. There's nothing to see here. But then all the people that you've got this being said about are handing in phones that conveniently have been wiped. By accident. Yeah, okay. Among the reasons given was that people had forgotten their passcodes. There was irreversible screen damage, or people had lost them. Yeah, they lost their phones. Okay, well, they lost their phones, but that doesn't mean they didn't go out and buy another phone and then instantly get everything that they had on the first phone put on the new phone because of the fact of cloud services or anything. Let's just ignore that. They lost irreversible screen damage. These excuses are so thin. Andrew Weissman, Mueller's deputy, accidentally wiped his phone on 2 occasions after entering the wrong passcode too many times in March 2018, and lawyer James Quarles' phone wiped itself without his intervention, the documents claim. Yes, the phone just sat there and wiped itself. It decided, you know what? I don't want to be caught in this criminal conspiracy, and it decided to just wipe itself. It was like the idea of, I'm going to wipe my memory of everything. I'm going to end it all, so to speak. And it was like the idea, the phone said, hey, I'm going to put a gun to my fucking head and shoot myself. Okay, sure. These people are fucking deluded with these excuses. The phone just wiped itself. And this idea of accidentally entering your code, your passcode into your phone with Apple and the deleting it shit. After the first time, because I ain't going to buy it, you fucked up. Because you're either going to, how the hell do you forget your passcode, number one? Because the thing is, you use your phone every day. You won't just forget your passcode. But let's give you the benefit of the doubt. I think after the first time, you're going to make it like, the shield code and luggage code of President Scroob and Spaceballs. You're going to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, so that shit don't happen again. Or you're going to write that shit down. Or you're going to make sure that you have a way of remembering what that passcode is. So I don't buy it. I mean, this is such ridiculous shit they want us to believe here. Phone wiping itself. A guy can't remember his own passcode multiple times. Well, if he can't remember his own passcode multiple times, I question his faculties and don't think that he should be operating, within the federal government doing, legal investigations and prosecutions and things like that. I just think that might not be a good idea. A phone belonging to FBI lawyer Lisa Page, who was caught exchanging anti-Trump texts with FBI agent Peter Strzok, has also been wiped by the time it had been handed over. Well, how convenient. The wiped phone information emerged in newly released documents from the DOJ at the request of Judicial Watch, a conservative group. And then, they got the documents here. Do you know where it is? With Lisa Page's phone? No. Well, I hope you know this. It goes on and on. What I'll do is I'll try to remember to put a link to the article in the description so you can actually take a look at what's going on here with this. But yeah, it's a bit to get through. So I just figured it'd be better if you want to check it out yourselves, you can. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Attorney Greg Andres also had a phone that was wiped because of a forgotten passcode. Oh, how convenient. Everyone's forgetting their passcodes. iPhones, iCloud. They know they're going to get their shit back. Yeah, they conveniently forgot. Okay. These people are ridiculous. They truly are. They think the American people are stupid. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you look at half the country right now and the small segment of it that's on the streets, buying in that Trump is Hitler and all this other shit. You know, they are pretty fucking stupid. Seriously, they are. But yeah, okay. Records indicate the phones of both Kyle Freeney and Rush Atkinson were wiped accidentally after the wrong passcodes was entered on too many occasions. Oh my God. How many of these fucking people have Apple iPhones and are just going 1, 2, 3, just going through intentionally bricking their phones or wiping them because of the thing that wipes the feature of wiping your data, knowing full well that they get it on the cloud. Holy crap. These people are so stupid. I forgot my passcode. How the hell do you forget your passcode for your phone? And doesn't it have facial recognition? If it's an iPhone, a later one, don't you have that supposedly really great iPhone facial recognition shit going on? Don't they have fingerprint too? But they forgot their passcodes and conveniently their phones got wiped. Other officials had their names redacted, but made claims that they unintentionally restored their phones to their factory settings, which deleted all information pertaining to communication. Oh yes, redacted. Yeah, it was an accident. Too bad. You can literally get it if it's an Android phone. They're equivalent to the iCloud. Boom, puts it back on the phone. iCloud with Apple phones puts it back on the phone. Come on now. How stupid do you think people are? One redacted person's phone was in airplane mode, no passcode provided, data unable to be recovered, so had to be wiped. Oh, really? How fucking convenient. Oh, people are just supposed to buy this shit. The OIG opened the investigation into possible bias in the origins of the Russia investigation, determining that while there was significant concerns with how the investigation was conducted, the FBI did comply. Wow. It's comply, not compile. Holy shit. Proofread an article. The FBI did compile with policies. No, it's comply with policies when they launched the probe, okay? Just because so it doesn't look like I just had a stroke. Compile, not comply is right there, when it should be comply. The report found that there was no intentional misconduct or political bias surrounding the probe's launch in efforts to seek a Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act warrant to monitor Carter Page, Trump's former campaign advisor. Oh, just all the leaked documents say that there is, okay? You gotta love it when the deep state investigates itself. It is such bullshit. Holy shit. It did find, however, that the FBI took part in a number of errors when in the application process that included at least 17 significant inaccuracies and omissions in the Page applications. You mean outright lies? Holy shit, this is some funny stuff at the end here. Attorney General Bill Barr has publicly disagreed with Inspector General Michael Horowitz's findings. Well, of course, because you got a deep state little shitbag who basically covered for them. Prior to the 2000, because basically he's a fucking status quo type. They want to keep the fucking surveillance state. They want to keep FISA. They want to keep all that shit. They want to be able to spy on fucking potential candidates. They want to be able to run shit. Fuck the American people. Fuck who they elected. So of course the little shitbrick is going to fucking side with those people. Because he's one of them. Prior to the 2016 presidential election, Page had exchanged anti-Trump texts with an ex-FBI head of counterintelligence, Peter Strzok, during an extramarital affair. The texts were seized upon by Trump as evidence of alleged political bias. It was clear political bias. Alleged my ass. He isn't going to win, right? Oh, don't worry, honey. We've got the fix in. Don't worry. That's basically the exchange. No fucking political bias. I can see why the writer of this shit did not want their name associated with it. Holy crap. Trump has long decried Mueller's investigation to him as a baseless witch hunt designed to specifically take him down. And it was. And that was the extent of the article here. I love how they end with that. Like, when it was literally a baseless witch hunt designed to specifically take him down. It was a soft coup. It was literally, you had unelected bureaucrats and fucking like spooks and shit. All right, and I'm talking like spy spooks. So don't even think I'm going some other direction, okay? But you get the friggin', the spooks at the NSA and the CIA and fucking other intelligence agencies, all right, looking at the fact of this guy isn't one of the ones on the inside. We ain't going to get to play our bullshit. All right, they're thinking friggin' Kennedy, okay, like smashing the CIA to pieces type shit, because that's what Trump was talking about. They didn't want Trump. The deep state, on other notes, didn't want Trump. No one wanted Trump when it came to the establishment. And no, there's no bias. This wasn't targeting him. This wasn't a soft coup. Nothing to go on. Nothing's going on here. No. They think people are fucking retarded. They really think people are retarded. And what's funny is for the longest time, okay, in my lifetime, you would have people that would say, watch the evening news. Might read, like the daily paper. My father was like going over the edge with that kind of, because he would read 2 papers. He would also watch the evening news. He still does that. In Florida now, it's probably 3 or 4 papers being a retiree. But yeah. But then you have those people that might read a paper or watch the evening news. I mean, that was a big thing when I was growing up. A lot of families would sit there, watch the evening news together, to an extent, or at least the adults would, and the kids would be playing or whatever. And you could spoon feed them. Then with the internet and people being distracted by all these different things, social media and other different websites. I mean, you got like the fans back in the day, the fan sites and shit like that. That's what, you had some people distracted, but you'd had those people that were there, even in the early days, that were getting their news and information from the internet. And more people have followed that trend. And right now, more people are paying attention and are not paying attention to the legacy media, and they don't like it. And they're paying attention, and they're seeing the stuff going on, and they're aware of what's happening. And this type of shit is not going to fly with them. They know what's going on. We know our eyes we're not being deceived by our eyes. But they think that they can treat us like we're idiots and like we're stupid, and they can spoon feed us this bullshit and we'll buy into it. More and more people aren't, though. I mean, the day of their controlling the narrative is over. It's why they're trying to censor independent media on the internet with Silicon Valley's platforms and stuff. They can't control the narrative anymore. They can't flip the script. They can't do shit. All they can do is just mitigate and do as much damage control as they possibly can with the amount of people that they have paying attention to them. And they realize this. But they're still going to try to pull bullshit like this article here. And be like, oh, well, nothing to see here. I mean, I got to give, Daily Mail credit because, I mean, they did put in quotes accidentally damaged and shit. But still, they played down the whole thing of, oh, this was nothing. Oh, they weren't targeting Trump. Oh, no, they weren't doing anything. When people saw with their own eyes, that's exactly what was happening. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm leaving things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.